crimes and calls for immediate resignation as special counsel. Role of special counsel Robert Mueller has become more politicized every single day. Mueller was allegedly appointed to probe whether or not President Trump or his team colluded with Russia during the election. Thus far, intelligence agencies and Robert Mueller had to find any proof, but if there was it would be leaked by now. Trent Franks, GOP rep, is calling on Mueller immediately to resign about his close personal ties with former FBI Director James Comey. Fox News reports. Representative Trent Franks, a Republican who sits on the House Judiciary Committee, said in a statement Tuesday that Mueller is in violation of the law that prohibits Mueller from serving as a special counsel if he has a conflict of interest. Mueller and former FBI Director James Comey have been longtime allies dating back to 2003 when the men both worked in Washington, Mueller as the FBI Director and Comey as Deputy Attorney General. Frank cited the pair's relationship as a reason for Mueller to be disqualified from the probe. Bob Mueller is in clear violation of federal code and must resign to maintain the integrity of the investigation into alleged Russian ties, Franks said. Those who worked under them have attested he and Jim Comey possess a close friendship, and they have delivered on the record statements effusing praise of one another. President Trump had also called Mueller's relationship with Comey bothersome. Franks also cited reports that Mueller hired at least 3 lawyers who have donated exclusive to Hillary Clinton as well as a bevy of other Democrats. Until Mueller resigns, he will be in clear violation of the law, a reality that fundamentally undermines his role as special counsel and attending ability to execute the law, Franks said. As the Gateway Pundit previously reported, Politico and NBC News say the South Carolina senator is working on a bill that will have bipartisan legislation to prevent President Trump from firing special counsel Robert Mueller. Politico reports. Senator Lindsey Graham sent a sharp warning Thursday to President Donald Trump that it could be the beginning of the end of his presidency if he makes moves to fire special counsel Robert Mueller. The South Carolina Republican, who in the late 1990s served as a House impeachment manager against President Bill Clinton, said Trump would be crossing a serious red line by ordering the ouster of the lead investigator who is probing his campaign's ties to Russian meddling in the 2016 election. Any effort to go after Mueller could be the beginning of the end of the Trump presidency unless Mueller did something wrong, Graham told reporters on Capitol Hill, where he outlined plans to introduce legislation next week that would move to block any Trump attempts to fire Mueller. Graham said his bill, which he promised would have Republican support and all the Democrats, would mandate that any special counsel established to investigate either a president or his staff can't be fired unless you have judicial review of the firing. The Gateway Pundit previously reported Paul Ryan supports Mueller, saying he is as anything but a Dem partisan. The Washington Examiner reported that Paul Ryan spoke to Wisconsin-based radio host, Jay Weber on Monday and defended the witch hunt by Mueller, saying, "Remember, Bob Mueller is a Republican who was appointed by a Republican who served in the Republican administration who crossed over and stayed on till his term ended. I don't think many people are saying Bob Mueller is a biased partisan. He's really, sort of, anything but," Ryan continued. "The point is we have an investigation in the House, an investigation in the Senate and a special counsel, which sort of depoliticizes this stuff and gets it out of the political theater, and that is, I think, better to get this off to the side," Ryan said. "I think the facts will vindicate themselves, and then let's just go do our jobs." Paul Ryan claimed he's focused on the GOP agenda, which is laughable at best. "What we're not focused on doing is spending all of our time on Russia, spending all of our time on this intrigue. We want to spend our time focusing on solving people's problems," Ryan said. "Working on the problems people care about, their problems. Not this stuff." Robert Mueller has stacked his counsel with radical left-wing activist lawyers, and his law firm gave 99.81% of their campaign contributions to Hillary Clinton.